Part 4, Chip. If you haven't watched 3, 2, 1, go back. It's a love story. So I was heading to New Zealand and Chip and I were together and we were having this amazing time, and he always knew I was going to New Zealand and I knew it was only going to be, you know, a thing for a bit. I then went off to New Zealand and we remained extremely close for 30 years. We did dip in and out of each other for a few years. In 1998, he asked me to marry him. And at the time, I was very, very, very confused because I literally had 4 marriage proposals in 1 year. And it was just like, I think he was my 3rd marriage proposal that year. And I'd said no to the first 2. And I was just like, oh, God, I just can't. It's just all too hectic. And plus his dad had just died. And so I kind of thought he was only asking me because he was just deeply heartbroken. Plus he didn't have a ring and I don't think he was really serious. But years later I found out that he was deadly serious. So he did ask me to marry him in 97, 98, something like that. Then he came to visit me in New Zealand in about 2003, 4, 5, something like that. And then in 2021, I was coming to England to see my mum. Was it in 2021 or maybe 2020? When was COVID? No. Oh, God, I can't remember when COVID was. But I'm very rubbish at remembering years. But because we've been talking all these years and I'd always been the love of his life and we'd always talked about getting together, and obviously my husband had cheated on me, and my ex-husband knew that I was talking to Chip. He didn't know that obviously I was thinking about getting back with Chip, but I wasn't thinking about getting back with Chip quite, because obviously we'd separated for a reason, and as much as I loved him deeply, it was just a deep love that I kind of knew we would never actually get back together again. But it's always lovely to have a bit of flirtation and a bit of, you know, love. Anyway, I was supposed to be going to England, but then COVID hit, whatever year that was, I can't remember. And so I didn't go. And then oh God, it was so crazy. In the, maybe it was June. Oh my God, hang on a minute. I've got to pause, I've got to try and remember. Okay. It would have been June 2020. I was going to be going to England and we were going to catch up in England because he was over in Nigeria and we were both going to go back to England. I was going to go and see my mum and he was going to go and visit his mum. Sorry, part 5.